Friday is here again. Thank God it's Friday. I am Mariah Afolabi Brown. As always, I have my co-hosts with me. Hi, ladies.
Good morning.
Nima in the building.
Are
you squeezing, folding your hand so early in the morning? What's the problem?
It's the last day of fasting. Problem?
No, not the last day. Last week day. Today is the last Juma in Ramadan.
Oh. So how are you doing?
We're packing up the Ramadan. Hopefully tomorrow will be the last day, and then we'll have the Salah on Sunday. But if not, we'll proceed to
Monday.
It's still Salah. I just
because
don't know
they
why
declared Monday and Tuesday, so please don't change this date.
Don't change our
Monday and Tuesday. We planned Monday and Tuesday vacation. So please don't change.
I wish I could just be enjoying the Salah like all of you, unlike you know the usual norm of Iyawole cooking, and I'm so tensed.
Just get a help. I don't know. It's 21st century. Just get a help. You don't have to do everything by yourself.
Alasi.
Olokpo. For what reason?
Let's just leave it.
Don't worry, the Alasi is sufficient
already.
Me, I just make a phone call. Please, can I have 3 pots of rice? Delivered.
I want to be like you. I wish someone would understand.
She's smart, bling bling. You and Tokwe are always smarting around.
Yo. I don't know. I'm just in the mood. You know.
How you doing?
Business is doing very well. I'm very happy.
Oh, the event is this weekend. I'm so excited.
Yes. And next week Sunday, I'm hosting my top business associates to a private, party.
So am I invited?
When you become my business partner, Mariah, you'll be invited. VIP access.
Right.
2 days to go. The event is going to be on Sunday. It's all about self-love. If you haven't booked your space yet, please do, because my husband was complimenting me this morning that he can't believe I'm paying so much attention to detail. I've spoken to all the speakers. I've given them the timeline, when we're starting, when the show is going to end, each person, what they're going to do. And he's so impressed. He's looking at me like, passion, obviously. I said, not just passion. I have a spirit of excellence from my pastor, Sam Adeyemi. So I cannot do anything that will fall short of being excellent. So in terms of putting together a good event, everybody that comes would leave happy about themselves.
Fantastic.
Transformed in their mind.
Well
and
done.
that's the purpose.
Well
so if you haven't registered,
I'm just feeling good with myself. Even though I'll be at the back end and they will not see me, my work has gone undone.
Yes, you have tried.
Well done, guys. I think you guys have done a fantastic job. Last year was the start. This is the second, bigger, better. So we're supporting you in every way we can.
Thank you very much, Mariah, for the support. Actually,
well done.
I like your.
You will not believe what happened to me yesterday.
Tell us.
You entrepreneurs, you need this information.
Tell us.
I went to go and buy something in the store, right? And they didn't have, the POS wasn't working. So the madam of the store now told her girl to give me the account number. Unfortunately, I tried it didn't work through. It didn't go through. And now she said, don't worry, just take the goods. Give her write it down for her. You know what? Her own personal account number she wrote for me.
Is it like you? So
I was transferring, and when I just put the number in, and the thing came up, and I had to call the owner of the shop. Wait, auntie, sorry, thank God the number was there. I said, this is the name that came up when I was about to transfer. She said, Bese.
Are you serious?
She gave me her own personal account number. I was shocked. So you entrepreneurs.
Jezebel.
So I should not have to give me the company account number. Then I thank God I didn't send. But you have to be careful. For those people that have their own stores, you got to be careful. Giving your the salesperson the account number, they'll just be sending money to their own personal account.
As I'm sending you my invoice, my company's account number is on the invoice.
Yes, that's how it should be. So please, just a note of warning to people out there. Let's take a break now. When we come back, look at the front pages of the newspapers. Stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, starting with the Punch. 2017 budget. National Assembly under attack for slashing Lagos-Ibadan Road. Second Niger Bridge allocations. Lawmakers cut allocation to expressway from 31 billion to 10 billion. I must add that they increased their own from 115 billion
to 125.
Serap CD others condemn lawmakers for hiking their own allocation. 23 billion naira Dezani bribe. Court remands ex-minister Akinjide in prison. American remanded in Kirikiri for $565,000 green card fraud. Abuja, Lagos among top 60 most expensive cities, says survey. Etisalat, lenders disagree over $1.2 billion loan repayment. Kung Fu, remember the guy?
Yes.
FG invites Chinese firm. FG invites Chinese firm and the victim. And Eid al-Fitr, federal government declares Monday
and Tuesday. It's a long weekend.
No, Wednesday. Just Monday and Tuesday.
I wanted to put the entire week.
INEC writes to Melaye, begins recall process July 3rd.
Punch is loaded.
Finally, NNPC pays 450 billion naira federation account. Okay, what are we taking?
Melaye.
Too many stories.
Melaye.
Let me quickly just say this one. And I followed the matter. You know, I've been posting it to you people. That
yes,
the
INEC.
No. It's not INEC that gathered the signatures. The constituents gathered. I forgot the figure.
Yes, now
53% yes of the votes. Of votes. Although Melaye is saying that some people will go to jail, that some of those signatures were
did you see people queuing to vote?
Maybe duplicated. But INEC has said they're going to actually
that including dead people have signed in that petition. But INEC has now received the petition officially. They've now called Melaye because after
they wrote to him.
So after that they'll now call the a few representatives of the constituents. They will ask questions, but the process has begun.
Right.
I want to see this one through.
Hopefully
it will give us confidence that we can do it.
Another
thing we're happy about is Master One has been called to talk about.
Well, how does it concern federal government though?
Murayo, it is an external.
No, but I'm saying though,
he's a foreigner in our country. We have treaties with them. Same with America. Finally, we've been hearing about this scams of green card scam, visa scam, but an American is now remanded. And we feel good about it because a lot of times when we hear about stories, when it involves Nigerians, they get penalized a lot. When it involves foreigner, once the skin is not black, the officials tend to worship them sort of. So we're happy that
that's your assumption.
We feel that way.
But let me tell you what the story actually said. This person has been charging clients with $10,000 to process American green card for them. So they found out he was a fraud, and that's why he was arrested. Okay, moving on then to The Nation. I wanted to take the headline, but take it elsewhere.
Really?
The Nation. APC governors back true federalism. Everybody's talking restructuring. That's the most important word now.
I have that.
Court remands Akinjide others in EFCC custody. Banks reject Etisalat's $58.9 million payment plan. And Falana says the man behind the quit notice is living in Lagos.
I need to talk about it too.
Please go ahead with Falana's story.
Mr. Femi Falana, my learned silk, came out to talk about this quit notice that we've been talking about, that they are looking for the faceless.
They are looking for them,
faceless. They are looking for them, saying that this Shetima guy lives in Lagos.
That's all right.
And then he cited an example of something that happened in 1986. He said the Northern Elders spokesperson, Elders Forum spokesperson, that's Angobu Abdullahi, was VC in Ahmadu Bello in 1986 when he ordered the police, and there was a fracas between the police and students, and 4 students were killed. The protests protesting the injustice of the death of those students happened in Nsukka, where a young man, Mr. Ubani, led protest of students protesting the death of their fellow students in that school, and they were arrested. They did not arrest students in
and he, a Yoruba man,
they arrested,
went to the east.
He, a Yoruba man, defended them, got them out of the first phase, and they were rusticated in their school, and he still went ahead to represent them and got justice for them.
It's one country really,
citing our unity, the way we need each other, and the way we must learn to live together.
Nobody in this country should feel like, no section should feel that they have more power than the others.
Or that you can
and I want to link it with the story, the APC elders talking about restructuring, because everybody is clamoring for restructuring now. It's the hottest thing. But I feel that our clamor should be for good governance. Whichever structure we have, Murayo, we have structures that are representing us right now that are mismanaging funds going on right now. So they should focus.
The article says that APC governors in an 8-page communique, have said that because different fractions in the country are clamoring, for restructuring, we must look at it.
Right.
So from that point of view, if everybody is saying we want restructure, and you want to say, we must force this system on them, it won't work.
I feel the
next paper,
Vanguard.
Let's move on to the next paper, Vanguard. Weak governance cause of agitation, says APC governors. Let's see, no election in Southeast without referendum, says Nnamdi Kanu. I read that story.
You see?
Wharf Apapa Road, FG issues 7-day ultimatum to truck drivers, others to vacate. Idil Fitri, FG declares Monday, Tuesday public holidays. CAN demands return to old curriculum on religious knowledge. Nnamdi Kanu, we all clamoring for them to release this gentleman. And suddenly it seems as though he has flouted.
According to the report,
yes,
it was based on that same video I cited earlier this week on Wednesday, that he
made a statement.
In his father's compound had a meeting of a lot of followers
Right.
of IPOB, and he declared there that there will be no elections in Anambra State. Starting with Anambra's election, governorship election in November, they would not allow any elections to hold in the southeast except they get their referendum.
And also that no vote is going to go around in the Biafra state in 2019.
Except they have the
they have to
referendum.
get
So, Mariah, if
We
the
need to
federal
take this
government
serious.
was looking for a case against him, now they have one.
Yes.
Okay, so who has no other story here?
Weak governance.
It's the
The
same
same
story we
thing.
talked about. The restructuring.
Let's move on, son. I want to
But
take
I wanted to talk about Khan
and the CRK.
and the CLK and, you know,
Updates.
you know, governance is really about the people. We have the power. So if people are saying, leave our CRK, leave our IRK the way it was, I think that government should listen.
Okay, moving on to
Minister Adamu, should we be commending you on this one?
We have many issues with education. This is the list of our worries, but they should even just fix this one and let's move on.
Moving on to Daily Sun. Weak governance cause of agitation, says APC governors. Picture here of the Apapa Oshodi Expressway in Lagos. How National Assembly padded Ministry of Works budget, says Fashola. Homeowners charter blow whistle on corrupt officials and also urges public. Alleged graft, Ekiti panel probing Fayemi begins sitting. Khan rejects FG's explanation on CRK and IRK merger. And Anambra partners UNIDO on technical education. So this budget matter, who has that story?
According to former governor of Lagos State, President
Just
Minister
Mr.
Fashola,
Mr. Fashola.
the National Assembly slashed the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway by removing from 31 billion naira to 10 billion naira.
Right.
And the second Niger bridge that was proposed will have to even sit on another.
Second Nigeria from 15 billion to 10 billion.
10 billion.
Right.
And now they are owing contractors 15 billion on the Lagos Ibadan Express. They're already owing contractors 15 billion, right. And those ones are already threatening to shut down.
And they also slashed
on the road.
Mambido power project, the money that was allocated to the power plant actually, and also some Bodo bridge that links.
He screamed about one thing. He said,
yes.
why do they need MDAs to come and defend budget allocations every time, only for them to do this? Because now Nigerians are waiting. Tomorrow we'll say, this they abandon Lagos Oshodi Expressway. They abandon Lagos Ibadan Expressway.
So this court that they want to go to clarify the job of the legislature, what are they supposed to do? Are they supposed to just go to the executive?
Let's not even preempt the courts. Let us ask a vital question to our senators in the National Assembly. So you slash budget for road and increase your own budget. Are you there to serve your own pockets or serve
your
the
budget?
people?
We need to go into that budget to buy computers you already have,
cars.
To buy papers you already have, to buy cars you already have from 115 to 125. Please.
Why?
In
this situation now, what does Minister Fashola do? I mean, how do you get back? Because he needs that money to
hands are tied.
The constitution is in favor of the legislature. They are representing us. They are the most powerful.
Yes.
Most paid.
So except we successfully recall Melaye, then we let them know that if you don't represent us, we can recall you. And this, I'm really waiting for.
You know what I think? I think people should just start gathering signatures.
God bless
you. Just gather it and keep.
So the day we need it, we just present it.
We have 10 bags. If you don't do what we want you to do, we submit it to INEC.
As soon as this day, let's just start gathering the signatures. You never know. You'll be surprised. Final paper.
Who's my senator again?
Senator Yayi.
Nigeria will remain one united country, says Sultan. Osinbajo, we see our own senator now, Ashafa. The Keke Napep. Osinbajo summons security chiefs, deploys more troops in Taraba. INEC writes Dino Melaya begins recall process. Crude oil bounces back above $45 per barrel despite glut. NCP, Osinbajo inaugurates Adeosun Emefiele, others. Nobody read this day, I'm sure.
No.
Let's move on.
We never get to it most times.
I'm telling you. That's all we can take on Front Page Review. When we come back, it's Friday. Popular Nigerian designer rants after employee chooses religion over work. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So a popular Nigerian fashion designer, Uche Nnaji, recently took to his social media to express his anger after his employee was late to work because she had to attend early morning service on a Monday morning. According to him, religion keeps killing brains from the black race. So this morning, I learned one of our staff called yesterday morning to say she'll be coming late to work because of the same reason. Now, she had to go to church. Now, who do I get upset with according to him? What are your thoughts on this? You can call us on 0708066801. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag your view TVC so we can read your tweets. All right, so
he said, Uche said, and he's the boss of Ouch. He said, killing brains from the black race. Who do I get upset with? One, the salary earning staff who is quick to blame governments for not providing jobs. Two, the pastor who has to authorize people to be in church on a Monday morning. Three, religion that keeps killing brains from the black race. Or four, the Nigerian family setup that has allowed our youth to still be dependent at 25 and above.
Now, let me share a similar story. I have a washman in my house who I use, but unfortunately, I think something happened. I didn't see him for a while. So I went to try to get a new washman on my street. So I gave him my clothes, thinking that, okay, after a few days, you bring it back. He told me, like, give me 5 days. He didn't return it. I kept going back there for about 2 weeks. Like, on the third week. And I was like, what happened, Oga? My clothes. Yeah, we had a church program.
Imagine.
As in,
I was gone.
Me, I want
and
to
I'm thinking,
start
right.
from Uche's number 4 comment, which is the societal system that my child doesn't have a job, so you keep fending for them at 25, at 30, at 35.
Right.
So they do not know the value, you know, of that there's food at home.
Right.
Secondly, the system in which you're not paid hourly. To the extent that if you decide to go to church rather than come to work, you are sacrificing that hour's salary at the very least.
Yes.
You will find more people. That's it. Because the salary will still be complete at the end of the month.
I feel it saddens me as a Christian when people think like this, and I wonder, God gave you a brain, you know, and you're supposed to use that head to think up for yourself. Religion does not mean, it's not you're going to church. It's not that 1 hour you spend in the church that will change your life. It is the life you live, dedicated to excellence in all that you do.
Right.
That the prayer you pray in that 30 seconds would get answered because you have dedicated yourself to exemplify what the Word of God says. So when you go to church every day, and you go to work and you perform shabbily, that's your dry cleaner isn't going to get you as a customer. Of course you probably would debracket him. Like, so he's praying for the past 3 weeks. If he did fasting and prayer for 30 days, he has lost 1 customer and probably lost many more. That prayer won't change that thing.
I went to go and beg the other one that left. I said, please, Oga, please, come back. Let us
even if that one was a Muslim or it was an atheist.
I begged him back.
It is about principles. You work, you get your money. Right. If you don't follow principles, you can pray till next year. Nothing will change.
But let's also remember there's something called the grace of God. And Nigerians believe so much that, you know, it's God's grace religious. That I'm where I am. It's God. I once went for an interview and I didn't believe it. I sat at that interview, I brought out all my results, I kept talking about what I could do as a legal assistant. I felt, and at the end of the day, I didn't even know the owner of the company was an evangelist, and she just said to me, we have heard you, you are qualified, but I want to know, can you do morning devotion with us? And my answer disqualified me, they did not call me back. I said, I don't do that, because I do my morning prayers at home. When I come to work, I come to work. She said, okay, we'll reach you. We'll get
discrimination,
back.
Actually.
That was, it wasn't about discrimination.
That's discrimination.
I once worked in a very public institution, government owned. And my boss was a pastor. She makes us do the morning. I'll just stand there in the morning. She call Alaja for me. She'll be, and you know, she'll do that. And also, that was what prepared me for the next interview. If I had known, I would have researched my boss, you know. And she just said to me, I just said, no. I do my morning prayers every morning, 6 a.m. And once I'm done, my day has started. And she just like, that means you're... So it's a Nigerian thing.
But, okay, let me take Ben. That will come to young people. Ben, are you there? Thanks for calling.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Morning. Go ahead, please.
I'm Pastor Kanu Ben. So I am in support with Tatope. So you see, the way we take this religion, their pastor is a full-time pastor. So he earns his money there. But this guy, they employed him to work, So he left his work to
He's doing
church.
his own work.
It doesn't make sense, madam. It doesn't make sense at all. So let's look at it on the other way around.
Thank you so much.
This guy is not supposed to take his job serious. So there's time for everything, according to the book of Ecclesiastes. There's time for everything. So
Right.
he's supposed to have time.
Very correct.
He's stealing his master's time.
Yes,
to-
exactly.
For his own time. He's a thief.
Yeah. So now, a lot of young people, thanks very much, Ben. A lot of young people, they look for jobs. They do everything to get this job. And the moment they get this job, for them, it's the
gone.
prayer. No, it's just the prayer that's going to get them to the next level. Not the works they do. Not your coming early. Not your paying attention to details. It's the fact that it's God's grace. It is will. That Father, all the enemies that don't want me to ascend, call the Father, come and give them. So it's all about prayer. First, in their mentality, what they've learned in church is that you've entered, or if you're looking for a job, the next thing you need is just pray.
be praying.
Once you pray, everything happens.
If you believe that it was the prayer that got you the job in the first instance,
Right.
and not your competence,
Yeah.
it's because I fasted for 30 days and then when I went to the interview, I didn't even do well. And then we come to church to tell the testimony.
Right.
And we applaud and say
And
God
we
did
will
miracles.
say yes. And so every other person believes that regardless of how you are,
That's grace
you
of
read,
God can make
you
it work.
study, God will give you the job.
And that is not the way God is. Our God is a God of excellence. So I am praying for sponsorship for my event. But I did not just put together a shabby event. I have a professional directing. I've put in the line of work. So when I get the interview, they say, what have you done? I say, I've been promoting. They say, what have you done? I say, I have my flyers. I show them the flyer. It is excellent. Then they will support. But if I have been praying for the past 24 hours and I get there and I don't have a flyer to show. So I think people, we just lose excess on thinking that by grace you can prevail. We know. But you cannot prevail consistently. The miracle cannot be consistently worked out in your life. If you keep thinking, they say we cannot remain in sin and as a grace abound.
Okay, let me take this call.
We keep
Ologu,
on
are you there?
praying and we remain in sin.
Yes.
Let me take this call. Good morning, are you there? Thanks for calling.
Good morning.
Good morning, Onugo.
Thank you.
Calling from Kogi. Wow.
Yes, I'm calling from Lokoja, Kogi.
Lokoja, go ahead, please.
Good to have you.
You see, it is high time we package both religions and send it back to the white men that
That's all.
brought it to Nigeria.
God will bless you.
They came with Quran and Bible, they handed over to us, and at the end of the day, they took our resources and went back and left us impoverished as we are today.
God bless you.
I can't imagine my employees coming to work on Monday late and telling me you have gone to church for what?
To pray for the church.
What is the level of your sin? So if you have committed a great sin, then you should go somewhere else. Forget about going to work. Go to where you think you can go and purify yourself and forget about it. So we cannot just have people dedicating all their time to prayer and you don't work. Even the Bible and the Quran say you have to work and pray.
Yes.
You must work first before you pray.
God bless
the
you.
idea of
He
this
say pray
religion
and
of
work.
sin is one of the cardinal reasons why we are backward as we are in Nigeria today. Thank you and have a very wonderful
Thank you very
day.
much. Just like the Ologo Gbogboro, I think it was yesterday, no, 2 nights ago, where Nathaniel got us, we didn't end us like 1:30. Me, I have to be about 5 o'clock to get the kids up, bath them, get them ready for school, and even get my own self ready. But I did not say I won't come to office. And I say, oh, sorry, there was a lot of
overnight. Then somebody spoke about that. Your pastor, that's his own full-time work. You are going to his place of work. You are going to give him your money. So he's earning money. You're being silly by abandoning your place of work. The Bible says that he that does not work must not eat. So when the colonialists even brought religion, at least I know of the Christian one, the pastors at the time still had full-time employment.
Some of them,
so,
some of them
not
didn't.
all of them.
Yeah.
But today, every pastor is full-time pastor.
Right.
It's okay, but you have to go to your place of work.
I think as
Let me take
Christians,
let me Omoba, then I'll come to you. Omoba, are you there? Thanks for calling.
Good morning.
Morning.
I agree with people somehow, but sometimes let's watch what we say. We don't condemn Christianity. Your words at times condemn Christianity, and I believe the majority of you, in your view, is Christian.
Yes, I'm a Christian.
I don't support when you leave your work for prayer, but it depends on how you are trained to. I'm sure you get that. It depends on how you go and say, this one is for church, this one is for work, but not the one that you come and condemn Christianity as secret. I've always watched Jumoke. Are you there?
All right. Nobody's condemning Christianity. I will say that, Omoba, because we're almost
at times.
right.
Jumoke, please.
You
All
know,
right,
I
thank
like
you very much,
people
Omoba.
like-
Thank you very much for your point.
I am a Christian. I believe in God. Even my last 2 posts, I'm sure I wrote, I'm a product of grace. But my grace does not seem, they said I shouldn't work. So you go to, we need to realize that you need to work hard and work smart, and then God will bless the efforts of your hand. If there is nothing in your hand, there's nothing for God to bless. You go to the marketplace and they pray, they shut down the market from 12 to pray. And immediately they finish praying, you are pricing them, and it's all lies. We need to realize that our spiritual life is not devoid of our daily life. Every day you are praying. Every second you are praying. That is more important than the 1 hour you spend in church and live there and continue lying anywhere else.
I need to hear from Nima. Nima's been quiet for a minute.
Now I'm even more careful. Because if I were the one talking now and he was hearing it like that, it would seem like I'm castigating the religion. What we're talking about is how to separate your worship from your work. That's what I'm hearing. And it's very important that I remember when I was working back then. So I used to merge my lunch with my prayer time because I must do my 2 o'clock prayer and there was a mosque close to my office. I will merge it.
Nima, there was a time when I started work, I think I was still pretty young then. I had a quiet time in my office, and I opened the Bible. Now, when my boss came in one day and saw me reading the Bible, and he told me that there's time for everything, Mariah. This time, I need you to put together a memo. The memo I asked you to do, you've not done it. The stuff, he started listing out a few things he asked me to do, but you have time to read your Bible. So if I ever come into your office again and I see you, I'm going to give you a query. Then I realized that Bible reading is before work and after work. Now, if you have a kind of job that where you can take out time, you can go to your car and do your prayer meeting, that's fine. Your prayer, your quiet time is fine. But never mix the two.
Now, because
that's what we're trying to say. So we're not
against productivity.
Because
you need to separate them.
I'm a Christian, and I don't think that anybody can be more Christian than me. The issue here is what you have to do, you must do it. God is not going to change his principles because you are praying from morning till night. Hunger will kill you. Don't say that I am a Christian. Right. There's food in your front and you are saying that God will come and feed me. Right. You must do your own part, and your part is to go and work. Right. The first Christians were known for going to organize and themselves and work
in their job.
So it's not about condemning religion. What I have with religion is the way people have taken it, and rather than use their head, God gave you your brain. A pastor will tell you to go and start eating grass. You go and eat it in the name of religion.
That's extensive. No. That's extreme. That's an extreme. But that's not the situation in this place. The MD of Ouch mentioned it on the social media, and we thought to engage because we know a lot of people, a lot of young people especially, focus on prayers and not the work. So it was important for us to discuss it. So you know that you have to do both. We're all Christians and we pray, but you have to do both. Do your work and pray to God. Let's take a break. When we come back, our celebrity guest takes the couch. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
It's just totally unacceptable, highly unprofessional.
They're calling you neurotic, a drama queen.
I want items that scream class. How many times must I say it? Money is not my problem, but how to spend it. So buy me nice things. I want beautiful things. Has anybody heard from Kate? Why do I even bother talking to you people?
Thanks for staying with us.
I have to do everything myself.
Thanks for staying with us. Dakore Akonde is a Nollywood actress who has carved out a niche for herself as one of the leading stars in the African movie industry. The beautiful mother of 2 and a brand ambassador has managed to stay relevant in the ever-growing entertainment industry while staying flawless from her effortless gait to her evolving style. She's one actress you have to love. Welcome, Dakore in the building.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies.
So we've been trying to get you on all this while, and suddenly you are available.
Suddenly.
Yes.
Suddenly.
Suddenly. Hello. Yes, hello. Suddenly. Right. So How you doing? How have you been?
I'm good. I'm good. I've been busy running around. You know, I have this new film out, everything, the kids, you know, just everything. You know, busy.
You look amazing.
Living life.
Yeah,
I think we should ask her what she thought about the
hot topic.
Man, I was just like on my seat, like, you know, mouthing everything you guys were saying. I mean, really, you know, there's a time for everything, you know, and the person will not work, you know, good job. So you have to just, you know, it's about prioritizing, time management. It's very simple, you know, we complicate things and it shouldn't be. I mean,
I have to say, like, you somewhat come into yourself, because the last time you were here, you're still trying to figure out, I mean, not figure out, but you're different.
Yeah, you think?
You have energy. There's something you just knew. There's something new about you.
Thank you.
So let's talk about this new project, because it's all over media talking about this. Okay. How did you get that role, and what exactly how did you feel when you got the script? I mean, what was
you know,
the story?
it's amazing. Bose Oshin, actually, she's a line producer on the film. She reached out to me and she was like, "Oh, there's this film, you really need to do it. You know, I said, "Okay, send me the script," because everything starts from the script. If the script makes sense, then I'm good to go. I read the script. I couldn't put it down. I finished it at one go, and I was like, "Oh my God, I have to do this film." And then I met Jadesola Osiberu, who's the director and the writer and producer. So she said, "Look, you know what? I wrote this script with you in mind," which is so great, because you know, a lot of, you know, sometimes you're just like, yeah, the last person did once, and they're like, "Oh yeah, just do it," you know. But she actually felt that there would be no one else that would be able to do justice to the role, and so that even gave me more like pressure, no pressure. But I was, you know, just taken away by, you know, just her story and
Let
the
me
fact
move
that
back to 50 for a second, because that was a movie a lot of people. I mean, yes, we've known you, but that movie also brought you to a different level.
Yeah.
How was that project? Tell us a bit about that also.
50 was amazing. I'm a fan of Mo Abudu. I call her Lady Mo, because she's just amazing, and she's always tried to bring me in on whatever project she was doing, and she just said, "You know what, there's this role, you know, absolutely." But the funny thing is, I had to audition. I had to do the screen test and everything. So Lady Mo was there, Bi Bandele, who I love, Tokwe Oshin as well, who I adore. So I was like, "Oh my God," you know, and I gave it my all, and I got the role, you know, so it was just amazing. And you know, I love playing strong women. I love playing strong women, but strong with a sense of, okay, they also have a heart, you know, as well. So
you mentioned that you love the producer line, all the names you've called, and it seems to me like you're someone afraid to fall short of expectation.
I am.
Does it inform how you pick your scripts, you know?
Definitely. I've always been very picky about my work. You're right.
Yeah, we don't see all over the place.
Yeah, I'm not all over the place. And I'm fine with that. You know, I'm not trying to like be, hey, I'm not only me, waka come, you know, that kind of thing. Like, look, there's room for everybody to, you know, do their thing. But yeah, I'm very picky, because it's energy, it's time away from the family, which I have to be more, you know, make sure that it's worth it, you know. And then what's the project? You know, what are the plans for the project? Is it, you know, so all those things, you know, come into play. Yeah.
So, Dakore, I've been all about self-love. I've been all about finding yourself and appreciating yourself. You've had 2 children.
Yes.
You were on screen before, you're on screen after. There's a lot of difference. You see old clips. How do you like what you see? How do you manage accepting your body? How do you have a good body though? Like really do have a good body. Like, you don't look anything like someone that you need to.
That was the plan.
Did you work hard for it, or just
very hard. I'm not going to be one of those women that said, "Oh, it just fell off." No, I worked very hard. I eat right. I exercise. You know, and I try and take care of myself mentally, physically, emotionally, all of it, you know. So, and I think, like you said, you know, I have 2 kids, and now, you know, I'm just more, I feel like more myself, you know, like I'm more, you know, when you've given birth, you know that, man, there's nothing I can't do. Like, if I give birth,
bring it on.
Bring it,
natural
you know.
birth.
Natural birth, both of them. So, you know, it was like amazing, and I know that I have to be positive and be that role model for them, as well as, you know, you know, being a role model for other people as well, because they see what I do and they like what I do and want to do it, or are inspired by it. So all that stuff really definitely adds up.
Let's go back to the very beginning, to the days of UNILAG, when you had your diploma in mass communication and then dropped out of your degree program because of incessant strikes.
Drove me crazy.
And then you went to London, but all that time you had been acting.
Yes.
Now, Nigeria is not such a community where you drop out of school and become a star.
Yeah.
We don't have many.
We don't work that way.
Jobs. So encourage somebody who maybe had to drop out of school for other reasons and they still want to get to where you are?
No, you know what? The thing is, it was never the plan. I did my diploma. I went back for the degree. I wasn't even lucky to get in through year 2 because really that's what it should be. But I had to start again. So from year one. So I mean, education is important, and I am educated. Just because I didn't, finish the degree doesn't mean that I can't finish it any other way. I actually nearly finished it at Syracuse University because their journalism study is like amazing. But I was like, oh, it's too cold. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't be. You see, Nigeria is such a society that's very, very certificate crazy, and a lot of people have those certificates and they cannot even defend them. They can't even write. So it's not. I think that's part of the problem. And I knew, look, at the end of the day, I march to the beat of my own drum. I'm here living my own life like it's golden, walking in my own path, and it's not about all of that stuff.
Maybe it's inspired even by your brows, because I have the same stuff that you have.
Yeah,
like the cut.
And you cover it.
So I cover it up.
I don't cover it.
And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so cool.
You know why? Because God saved me. I would have been blind. Because I was a young girl. My dad was watching football, and I just scored a goal just as I walked in. Hey, Dax, baby, it's a goal, and then he carries me up, and the ceiling fan.
Oh my goodness!
Yes. So this is not a fad. It's not a fashion thing. So I feel like I'm honoring God and saying, like, look, I'm not covering this because I could have been blind. So and then people think, oh, what's even wrong with her eyebrows? Now you know.
So Joy Isabella always talks about the fact that she loves only Yoruba men. Okay. And you're married to a Yoruba man. So would you corroborate?
Yoruba demon.
How has it been married to a Yoruba man?
It's been wonderful. He's a great guy. I mean, it really shouldn't matter where the guy is from, for goodness sake. Are we still talking about stuff like this in 2017? I mean, really, it's ridiculous. Love, you fall in love. You can't help who you meet. My family were actually like, this one's going to marry Oyibo, because I was so, I'm very, very but hey, it's going well, thank God. We have 2 beautiful children. It's kind of also had its challenges because we're from different tribes. So I had to learn a lot about Yoruba. But I actually grew up here. I was born here, so I already know. How supportive has he been of your career? He's been great, honestly. I mean, I had to fight for it. Don't get me wrong. I heard
the gist out there was that God didn't like you to be acting.
He never had a problem with me acting, but he had a problem with the whole romantic roles thing. And that also kind of affected me because it was part of why I moved back a little bit, because all the roles I was getting were those roles. But it cost me a lot because I wasn't working, but at the same time I was like, look, let me just focus on family for now. And I had my kids and everything, and hey, I'm back to work. So he is very supportive, I must say, and he helps me with the kids and everything. Yes.
Let me take Adiola. Adiola, are you there?
Please, good morning.
Morning, thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
And to your guests in the studio.
Go ahead.
Correct.
Hi.
I love what you're doing. I've been an addict fan of you from way back. There was days when you were on dread. Your dread.
My locks, yes. I'm so jealous of hers.
Seriously. You're doing good.
Thank you.
And yes, the family.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful Friday to you all.
All right.
Nima just said that Adiola was using his bedroom voice.
No. It worked for me. I was like,
I want to ask you about acting. In Nigeria, we seem to have carved out this role for actors that for you to be successful, you must be a producer and a director.
Girl, don't get me started. But continue.
So I see you acting, and you just ooze this confidence. Like I'm okay.
I'm okay. I'm actually very okay.
So you don't need to say it.
I'm not trying to. You see, the thing is, I don't have anything to prove. I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody. Not to say that those who do are doing that, but it's not my thing. It's not what I want to do for now. I will. Oh, girl, I'm writing my scripts. I'm doing my thing, but it has to be right. I'm not going to do it just because everyone is doing it.
Nice.
I want to do it because I feel like compelled. Like I have this story. I cannot live if I don't give this story out. Not because my colleagues are doing it, but I'm actually happy that they are. Do you know why? Because for so long in Nollywood, actors didn't have power. We had no power.
True.
We had to come to set at a certain time. You couldn't say anything, even to defend some of the scripts. Like, look, this character, there's no need for this character to act this way. And they're like, how dare you?
What do you know? Who
You
are
understand? So now we have the opportunity to
tell
our stories and do it the way we want to do it. So it's great, but I will do it at my own time.
You're
no pressure.
Using a lot of confidence.
Damn.
Are you serious?
I could eat you up right now.
And I like that.
Thank you.
I'd really like you to share how you overcame the family issues, because you mentioned that family set you back a little.
Yeah.
You know, all the struggle. So people were even saying you had to cut your dreadlocks because of your husband. So for someone who is so confident as you are today, how did you get to that woman?
Yeah.
With all the challenges, though.
I've not always been this confident. Well, I've always been confident, but not this confident,
Right.
I feel. And it's because, like I said, I'm now a mom, I'm now a wife, I'm now more aware of myself as a woman and the power that I have within that. I also understand, because I studied mass communication, the power of the media and what I am doing. That's why I'm very picky about the work that I do. So all those things help me to know that, look, you're in control of your world. Just do your thing.
Right.
I pray, first of all, everything comes from God.
Yes.
The talent that I have, and I say, Lord, go before me, take charge, you know, just lead me, bless me, guide me, and all that. And I leave that to the verse, and it comes back. And but again, you have to put the work in.
Right.
You have to put the work
Let's
in.
take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about her new project she's working on. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Welcome back. So I think Jumoke has quite a bit of tweets for you.
Yep, I do.
Okay.
And Yusuf says, a big welcome to actress Dakori Akonde. She knows it. She got the stuff. Lol. Bisola says, Dakori is one of the ladies I really admire. I was so excited for her when she got married in March 2011. They are following you.
Hey.
She says, well done. Oni says,
Thank you.
Oni says, I love Dakori. Please tell her she's amazing. Keep doing you, girl. Ade Dayo says, Dakori, my favorite actress of all time. I will never forget that movie, Emotional Crack, where she played a lesbian.
Bisexual, actually.
So Adebayo says, how did you balance your ego and your personality with the pressures of marriage?
Good one.
I manage my ego, period, first. So it doesn't matter what pressure comes up or anything. I was brought up to be very humble, to be very respectful of others, regardless of where they come from or whatever. So I think that definitely helps me with work and stuff.
The character of Isoke. A lot of people saying single woman, confident, the whole works. How did you play into that character? I mean, a lot of women can actually connect with. How are you able to relate to that character?
Well, because I am a Nigerian woman and I was single before I got married, and I got married in my 30s.
Right.
So I understood exactly what Isoke was going through. I understood it, but I didn't, of course, have it the same way she did. You know, like her family. My family didn't pressure me to get married. My mom actually encouraged me to find my career before I got married, because in her case, she, you know, took a back seat with her career and then had the kids, and of course, you know, it didn't work out so great for her, so she didn't want the same for me, so she encouraged me that way. So I didn't really have it that way. But when I was dating my husband, every year people would be like, maybe it's this December they'll get married. People will see us, when are you guys getting married? So it put a lot of pressure
for a while.
on. Yeah, we dated for 4 years.
Whoa.
And people were counting like,
What are you
dated for
guys
10 years.
What are you guys waiting for?
I'm trying to figure out if I want to be with this man for the rest of my life. How about that?
I mean, I'm among those that really love you, that will be counting the
I
months.
know, and it's cool, because you know, everybody's time is different. You're not
Let me
kind
take this
of
call
thing.
from
So I
Olamide.
understand that pressure. Yeah.
Olamide, are you there? Thanks for calling.
Yeah. Hello?
Go ahead, please.
Hi.
Yeah, so I want to ask Dakori a question.
Yeah, go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Sorry, so there's a trending discussion on feminism. I mean, there's a trending discussion on feminism now. So I would just like to know, are you a feminist, or do you believe, because since you said you're married, so I would like to know if you believe in feminism, or even if you're an advocate.
Thank you, Olamide.
Great question, Olamide. Thanks for calling. Actually, I'm a feminist with a very humanist slant, because I feel like at the end of the day, you don't want it to be only good for women, you also want it to be good for men, for all of humanity. But unfortunately, women have borne the brunt of a lot of, you know, injustice in this world and a lot of oppression. So yes, I've never really said, hey, I'm a feminist, and it really shouldn't be about that. But yeah, I am. So yeah, shoot me.
But I say that feminism really is about equal opportunities for all men and women. So if I'm married to you and I'm second in place to you in the marriage, in our partnership, that's okay. Does not mean that the next man on the street, I should also be subjected to him.
Exactly.
You know? And you have had that amount of support in your career and in your marriage, and it has blossomed for you, and people will look at you and think that, what do you mean? It's because you are married that you're shouting feminist. Better go and tell all those single women they should just go and submit to before the men will look at them.
No, I don't believe in that. I believe at the end of the day, God created us equal. Unfortunately, our culture also plays a lot into this, and that's also part of what Isoke tries to talk about. Society, that construct that says a woman has to subjugate herself to a man. At the end of the day, the man also has to subjugate himself to Christ. Does he do that? Or to, you know, to the higher power? Does he do that? You know, and that's what will determine on how a woman will also do that. But at the end of the day, really, we are equal, we are human, and we should just look out for each other. That's really what it is. That's all.
Okay.
Simple.
I have a call right now, final call this morning. Hello, are you there? Thanks for calling.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, Chudi.
Yeah, Morayo and Jumoke, I want to appreciate you people.
Thank you.
Your guest there is a very good actress.
Yes.
Dakore, I didn't know she's married anyway. I want to tell you, love your husband. As a counselor, don't play all the rules they are giving you, because it will ruin your marriage. When a man does not like seeing the wife nude or dressing, please obey him, respect him, give him that respect. It's important to keep your marriage.
Of course.
So long as he wants it, so long as he wants you to do that, please do it.
Yes.
It's well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chudi. Yes,
today is World Widow International Day for Widows, and that just like we were talking about, you know, our custom and the way we've always seen women. You know, it brings me back to how we see widows. You know, that widow. What's the man's side called? Widowers. And you know, widowers are not as discriminated or treated badly within family setting, like the widows suffer. What's your take on how do we get out of this custom, this so-called claim custom that we have when it's convenient that we use, you know?
And you must see them every day with your work with the Action Aid.
Oh,
I
do.
Fantastic job, well done.
Thank you so much. I mean, the thing with widows is just appalling. I was part of Harewood, you know, the show Harewood, and there's this monologue about a woman who loses her husband, and they ask her to drink his dead body water. So to prove that she's not a witch and that she didn't kill him. How can this be? How can this be?
But that stops, right?
It still happens. So you see, this is what we're talking about. This injustice. A man, would you like it if they had to subject you to that as a widower? Would you like it?
How do we change it though?
I think it just starts with us. You know how it starts with us.
Media.
If you go through pain in your own, like maybe when you're getting married, and you've experienced that pain of discrimination, when it's your turn, when you are in a position of power, don't do that same thing. That's how you break that chain.
Fantastic. Now, we have to run off very quickly, but we need to tell us what you're working on, or what you worked on, or what it is that you want to say. Okay. Don't do any publicity here, because but just tell us what you're working on.
Okay. Well, that's going to be really hard, but anyway, I do have Isoke in the cinemas, and then I have 50 the series coming up.
Oh, really?
Yes, we did a series. So it's the premiere is this June 30th. Actually,
you've been really busy.
I've been busy. I've been traveling, busy, and everything. But I'm grateful. I'm so grateful.
How is it working with Moabudu?
She's amazing. Really? Amazing. She's just. I mean, she's an Amazon. I see her and I'm like,
from afar, like,
oh no, she's so. Do you know? Yesterday she shocked me. She was like, oh, let's just go and watch Isoke. I thought it was just me and her. She had a whole Ebony Light crew. She had her friends. She just bought out the cinema. Whoa! Wow. Oh no! I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Women supporting women, and she is an epitome of that. And I love her to death.
So that's good. Well done with Isoke.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So
we'll go and watch it and let
Please watch it. It's in the cinemas right now. Yeah.
Okay, so Chine Kwe says, Dakore shouting. She's just perfect. Loved her from back in the day. I just saw Isoke yesterday and I loved it.
Wow, nice. Okay, so very good. We can end on that. So thank you very much. Congratulations again. And we love this confidence. I mean, I can see a huge difference. Really? Complete 360.
Good.
360 from last time.
We must commend her husband.
Yes, so
well done.
I think she's a sexually confident woman.
I am. That is true. But my husband he's great. I'm really blessed with him. We are blessed to have him. Thank you.
All right, that's the family. That's a wrap on the show this week. Have a lovely weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.